Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Survival Challenge. Today we're going to try to get rid of all of the stumps that are around in this area. We're really close. $6,000 right now. We only need another 1,000 to rent it. Ideally we'd like to get a few more dollars in the bank just to stay above that negative number. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We're gonna go and grab, there are a few pallets of lettuce that we can sell. So we're gonna go grab that and we're gonna try to sell it at the train station. Right now, if we take a look, well, that was the right menu. If we take a look, it's $15.46 at the train yard, otherwise it's only $1,000 at the market. I would rather take $3,000 over $2,000, so let's give it a go. I'm just gonna go over there and pick them up, and then bring them over to the train station. Alright guys, it's been a long journey getting over here, but we got them all. Quite precarious, but it worked out. And yes, for those who are going to say that I have a trailer, I do. It is an auto-load trailer. It doesn't leave it on pallets, and that's the problem. They put them in boxes, and I can't take the boxes off the trailer. And we have to lift these up. So that's the reason for doing them this way. I think they go here. Yeah, there we go. And just hold them up here. There's still more. There's still more. Sure. Let's just pick that one up. But there we go. Like you said, $3,000 is much better than 2, so we'll this last 5 liters of lettuce sold. Let's see what that gives us. $7. All right. Okay, so there's that sold. Let's go ahead and we'll go up there and rent the loss of words here. We're gonna go rent the stump grinder from the construction crew. So I'm gonna go park this. We'll go grab that, and I'll see you guys once we get back to the farm. All right. Well, they were nice enough to bring it over to me, so I didn't have to drive it all the way down here. But look at this thing. Definitely don't want to be standing in front of that when that's on. But it definitely should take care of these stumps. So let's, well, hold on. Before I forget, let's make sure that we pay these guys. Transfer money. 7,000. Transferred. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. I don't know... I don't know how fast this is going to be, so I think I'll throw it on a time lapse here. And let you guys watch it that way. Let's just see how quick this is going to be. Yeah, that looks angry. That looks real angry. There's one right there, right? Right, like it never existed. Cool. Like I said, I'm gonna throw it on the time lapse. I'll see you guys once we're done. looks like there's only one more to get, and that's inside. Oh, just heard it demolish another one, so I guess there was two more. But that's it. And finally, we've gotten rid of all these stumps. I've been wanting to do that for quite a while. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. We'll call the guys up and we'll tell them to come grab this so that we can get it out of here. But that's it. Stumps are finally gone, which means the next time we come and mow through here, which is probably going to be within the next month or two, maybe? I'm not sure how fast this grass is going to grow. Once it grows in, we can come mow it. We won't be hitting any more stumps, so we'll have more bales to sell again. Well, more bales than we had the last time, I mean. One thing I do want to do now, though, is probably move our tent. It's just kind of out in the middle here. Just unprotected. It's been out here for quite a while, and we need to move it to start planning or really probably put buildings down in the near future. So it's exciting. It's been a while since we started. It's a long way to go, but I like the fact that we're going to be getting buildings down here soon. So let's go ahead. I'm going to move everything. I'm going to move all of our implements and stuff over there under the trees. Give it a little more protection from the elements. And then we're going to fast forward time because there really isn't anything that we can do until that field is ready to harvest again or the grass grows. Whichever comes first, we'll have a job soon. So let me do that. And I'll see you guys back here once the next job is available. Alright, another beautiful morning on the farm. And oh, that shut up overnight. It wasn't that tall previously. Looks like it's coming in really nicely, actually. I would imagine there's probably weeds in here, right? Let's take a look at the map here real quick. Scroll on up. I don't know, so with tips. Let's see here. Is it? Oh, there we go. How did I do that? There you go. Let's see here. Oh, that doesn't show weeds, though, does it? There it is. Are there... It actually doesn't look like there's any weeds, which is actually interesting. So let's, So no weeds. That's actually really good. Oh, what is this over here? I don't even know. We definitely didn't do anything over there. I don't know why it's showing stuff, but there it is. So, no weeds. Well, let's take a look at environmental score then. Well, it's still crap. Weed control seems to be at 15. Not sure how it is because we haven't done that at all, but I'll take it. So let's, like I said, we're gonna do the mowing here, so let me go grab the tractors. The yard definitely looks cleaner. I've been meaning to do that for a while. I just wanted to get the stumps out of the way first. So with that, like I said, we're gonna mow the grass here. I'll see you guys once it's done. Alright, I just wanted to stop here and talk about this a little bit. Let me shut this off so it's not so loud. I think I've come up with a rather ingenious thing here. Since we're not using a bigger mower, although in the future I definitely do want to get the back attachment for this so we do have a wider mowing width. For now, this mower just puts it in a nice swath, which we've seen before. The big pack can actually just pick up that whole swath. So I've put it on the back of this, and I believe we can mow and bale at the same time. So it saves us, well, literally, it'll be half the time because I only have to go over it once. So I'm gonna continue here and we'll see how it works. Well, alright guys. That was a lot of bales. I think we did a little bit more than I originally planned on doing too. But, you know, it should be a really nice bit of income. I don't remember what the baler counter said before, but I think we're at like 30 or 32 bales, something around there. So, I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. So, we'll clean these up a little bit. I'm gonna save some. I think we'll probably go with sheep here as the first animals that we get on the farm. We've already got the grass bales already done, so, and we can definitely make more. So I feel like that's probably the better way to go, or the best route. So let me just park this here. Drop that off, and we'll go put this over on the other side. I did kind of run over a few implements on the corner here, but it's fine. They look like they're still intact. They're just a little bit farther under the trees now. And we'll go ahead and shut that guy down. Okay, so let's talk about some planning here a little bit. Now, we definitely do need to create a grass field at some point in time. I think the better option, well, I guess this is kind of future planning too. I think 35 is probably going to be the field or the plot of land that we buy next. It's got a lot of trees on it that need to be cleared. I mean, we would clear all of these out if we buy this plot of land. These trees we'll leave alone. It's a good buffer between us and the road. So I think those trees should stay. But these ones over here, these would definitely get cleared out if we buy 35 next. Now, the other option is to buy 33. 33 has, well, I think it's more trees, actually. Let's take a look at the actual map. 33 looks, get rid of that environmental score for right now. I guess it's kind of the same, isn't it? It's about the same. Well, 35 definitely is a better way for us to go because we did want to... so many words trying to get it out at the same time, and they don't want to come out at the same time. Let's try this again. I do want to connect our farm, our yard to the road that goes through 25. In order to do that, 35 would be a good way to go. We're also going to connect that yard down through this section and then down into this road. And that's probably the only two connections that we're going to do. So 35 is probably a good bet. Now, I do believe that these are, 85,000 per plot of land. And then there's also this. The problem is that we don't actually own across there. But I think what I might do is see if we can't talk to whoever's in charge here. It'll probably be the city at some point, right? Or maybe this guy. See if we can find the guy that owns this piece of property. And see if we can't get like an easement to build a little bridge over this section to get into our own yard. Would save us from having to buy, half of this guy's farm and more or less a piece of land that we're not going to be able to use or utilize properly. So I think an easement would be better. I'm not quite sure what happened here. I never ran the plow through this area, so I don't know why it's showing up as fields. It's a little bit interesting. Oh, here we go. I didn't know we could get field information. I guess we can get field information about the things that we bought, but we haven't run the scout through here, so I guess it's saying it's percentage-wise about sandy loam and then loam. I think loamy sand is that better? No, I don't know. I guess we'll find out if we ever find any loamy sand to see if it's better. But I mean, 108% expected yield if we take care of the fields properly. That's pretty good anyway. So back in here, I think what we would do is when we can buy 35, we'd switch out the fields. This current field that we have would probably become a grass field, and then, like I said, the road's gonna run up this way. And I'd like to keep like a little bit of a border between the field and the road. I think it would just look nicer. But I think it might be worth running another field. Now we'd just kind of come off of this way, run it here, and then run it all the way up. Probably all the way up to about where we want to build that road, which probably be right around this area. So build it all the way up here. Now I don't know if we should do that and then just push this into the grass field already, or if we should wait. I don't know which one would give us more yield. This one would probably be easier to harvest right away because it's less back and forth. But that leaves us with, something about around here-ish as a corner and then all the way to the trees. Is that big enough for a yard? That's the real question. Although I suppose we could do that, and if we need to, we could cut down more trees. We could cut down these trees right here, which would give us a little bit of extra space. I mean, we've already got all of our implements sitting under there anyway, so it's certainly enough. So I think that might be the plan. We'll make this field. Maybe we should mark some stuff out here. Now, landscaping is going to cost us something. I'm hoping that we can kind of just mark. Though really, I don't think we should have to pay for dirt. Okay. Well, we'd want to go. Well, there's a lot more options here, isn't there? Yeah, a lot more options in Western Wilds than some of the other maps. You probably go with gravel, right? I mean, as the first thing to go with. Okay, and then you'd want to leave, I don't know, You know, that much space. So we'd want to go maybe about here. Okay, well that... it's a lot closer than I wanted it to be. Kind of want to be more about... one more over? Yeah, ideally it'd be about here. So we'd have a road come out here. Now we're gonna have to... let's see here. Put the grass back. Yeah. Go something like that. And this is gonna look really weird for a while. It is what it is, I guess. So we'd go with... do some more gravel. And how wide should this road be? Probably like this, right? It's probably good enough. And we'll, maybe that's a little wide. I didn't want that to happen. We'll fix it. I just want this grass to go away. This stuff right on the edge. Yeah, like that grass. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're spending all of our money here, which is not what I want to do. Yeah, I would run this up about... oh, yeah, like that. Okay. I said that road might be a little wide, so let's test it. Let's grab our, what's the biggest thing we own? It's probably the combine, right? Yeah. Let's drive this up over there and see if we think that's enough space. Now, this is the biggest piece of equipment that we own currently, but we are going to be buying bigger equipment in the future, so we also want to keep that in mind when we're deciding how big this should be. And it looks like... it probably looks like that's a good size, right? If we just pop that right there. Yeah, I think that's probably a good size to go with. So what is that? That's, oh, jeez. Too many buttons. Alright, let's see here. What would we have? Gravel, right? Yes. Okay, so that's about... yeah, it's this square. Which is... 3. Let me write that down. Just so we don't forget. Well, I'll have to write it down later. Apparently I don't have a pen in here. So that would mean we'd want this road, what did I say? Right around here? I think maybe right at the edge, right? Something like that. So that's where the road would end. And then we want to have... well, this square, right? No, not gravel. Grass. Gotta fix this road a little bit. And then we'll, oh, it's about that, right? So, if we kind of mark... here, let's mark this out a little bit. We'll put this as dirt. And we're gonna go to there. Actually, I think there was a plowed state. Yeah, there's a plowed state. So do you want to go with that? That's about the same. Yeah, that's good. So we'll plow up to that space, and then we'll go over here and we'll do the same thing. Mark this out at about that square right there. It's a little close, but it's still good. I think that's about how much space we'll leave. So that's the marking of the new field. So we'll fill in that rectangle here, and then that'll become the new field. Then what'll happen when we buy 35, we'll just continue that field out. So that'll just become one large field. So I like that idea. I think that's a good idea and a good start. So when we get more money, we'll fill in this space with the gravel and see how big that spot really is. I think it'll be enough. We're not a big farm, so we don't need a massive yard, and we're not going to have super big pieces of equipment, at least not for a while. So I think that's a good start for a yard. Maybe we'll have a secondary yard later when we get big enough to do that. There's also the fact that we will eventually have to buy a third field, and we're going to have to figure out where we want that to be. Across the pond might be nice, or across this little water ditch would be kind of nice. Maybe we buy 24 after we buy 35, and that is. I think that's a good plan. So let's go forward with that in mind. Now, if you've watched the video or watched the channel before, you know that plans usually don't stick around too long, but hopefully we can kind of nail something down. I think, yeah, let's see that. There's those weird squares. They kind of, there they are, see? You see that? In the top of the screen there, it kind of shows up as fields, but once you zoom in, they go away. That's interesting. I think maybe, well, maybe it's a state in the coding or something of the map that just kind of lets those guys through. No idea. Not a coder. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to leave this video here. We've got, well, not a whole lot done today, I suppose, but we did mow the grass again and make a plan. So I think that's pretty good. So we'll leave it here. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit like and subscribe for more content, and go ahead and leave a comment down below. Be nice to hear from some of you guys. We can talk a little bit, see how this series is going for now or so far. We are on episode 10 of this series, so it'd be nice to hear what you guys think about it. So leave your comment. I'll get to them as soon as I see them, and we will see you in the next video.